Let's start then. We first have with us Sarah Graham, who works in communication and recruitment at Aarhus University, Denmark, and she's ably supported by Anitha Guru, who is her student assistant. She is on a semester program from India at Aarhus University. Welcome, Sarah, and welcome, Anitha.
Thank you so much, Christabel, and thank you so much for having us here today. We will try to do it short, but let's see if I'm able to do that. And as you just told, I will do the presentation, but with me today I have Anitha, so you are able to chat with her. We have a WhatsApp group that I will share later, and you can also put your questions during my presentations in the chat, and she will be able to respond as well. So, my name, let me just see, is Sarah Graham. And as you can see, if you know Aarhus University, that's my background picture. This nice picture from the University Park of one of the main buildings of the university. The university was founded back in 1928, and we now have almost 40,000 students studying here. It's a comprehensive university. But I will try to talk more about our engineering and computer science study programs today. We have around 12% internationals and more than 120 nationalities. But we do have also a lot of students joining us from India. And it is, of course, because we have more than 50 study programs in English, fully taught in English, and of course, a lot of the exchange students like Anitha joining us, for instance, for a semester or two. So this is Denmark. I just wanted to show you a map where you can see Denmark is located just above Germany. And in Denmark, we are actually one of the countries in the world where you have the best non-native speakers of English. So 99% speaks Danish, of course, and then you have 95% which are very good at speaking English. So you, at your study programs, but also in the supermarket or anywhere else, you would be able to actually get by speaking English. This is Aarhus. So it's the youngest city in Denmark measured by age and the second largest next to Copenhagen. And it is because it's a student city with more than 52,000 students studying here, not only at Aarhus University, but at other higher education institutions. So a lot of life, and perhaps Anitha can tell you more about that than I can, but it's definitely a very young city where it's easy to have a student life. Just a bit of ranking. You probably already perhaps looked at some of the rankings, but we are very proud of our rankings at Aarhus University. And within, for instance, computer science, we are actually ranked as the best department in Denmark. And we do have research groups that are the third and fifth best in Europe doing the things that they're doing. I just want to talk briefly about working in Denmark. So while you're studying, we have a lot of different career services tailored for international students. So if you join us here, you can join a network. If you're at Natural and Technical Sciences, where we help you prepare for a career either in Denmark or another country after you've graduated. Because we have a close collaboration with a lot of different companies, and we also try to help you get access to some of the student jobs. Because you can actually work part-time in Denmark, up to 20 hours per week if you're an international student and you're here on a student visa. And it's a great way to prepare you for the work market and get a better CV. So, of course, we hope that you were willing to look at to see if you could have a career working in Denmark afterwards. So if you have a student visa here, you can stay for 6 months or even up to 2 years after graduation. There's a very low unemployment rate right now in Denmark. Even Corona has it doesn't seem that Corona really have done anything in Denmark. And for some programs, for instance, computer science and our engineering programs, for some programs it's even zero unemployment. So there's a big demand for engineers and within the IT industry right now. And of course, in Denmark, we're always proud to brag a bit about our excellent work-life balance, where you work 37 hours a week and actually get 5 weeks paid leave. So it makes for excellent work-life balance. So As you can see, I'm moving fast because I only have 10 minutes, but I just want to share a bit of information about our our engineering degrees and our computer science programs. But we do have a lot of different study programs, but I think for students in India, these are very interesting because you have some of the right bachelors from universities to actually join these master's programs. So for computer science, as I said, it's actually the number one department in Denmark when it comes to computer science. And we have a lot of different specializations that you can choose from when you join us. So if you're interested in, for instance, algorithms or cryptology, those are the research group that are number 3 and 5 in Europe, doing extensive research with some of the best researchers in the world. We also have 5 engineering programs within computer engineering, civil and architectural engineering, biotechnology and chemical engineering, electrical engineering and mechanical engineering. And this building here is actually where mechanical engineering and civil and architectural engineering are located, right by the harbor and the seaside. And as for computer science, plenty of specializations you can choose from. So go and have a look at our study programs and try to see if there's some of the things that you're interested in that you could specialize in choosing one of the programs here at Aarhus University. Another thing, and now I'll just exemplify it by showing you how the engineering study path could look like. Because here at the university, and I think for most Scandinavian universities, there's actually quite a bit of flexibility when you study here. But at engineering, you would usually have 2 mandatory packages of courses, and then you need to choose from some specializations and electives. And how you combine it, studying abroad at another university, doing a research and development project, or doing a specialization 1 at the first semester and the third on the next semester, it's really up to you. So you can broaden your perspective or even specialize further within the field that you're interested in. So when you join us, you would sit down with an advisor and you will look at how your academic credentials look like and what could be a great career path for you. What would you like to do with your future and what job opportunities would you like to have? So a lot of flexibility in choosing how to study. A bit about funding here at Aarhus University. We do have tuition fee waivers at natural and technical sciences, and they are available for a select number of non-EU students, also students coming from India. I've put in here a link where you can read more, but when you apply, you automatically apply for a tuition waiver as well. So while we look at your application to see if you could study here, we will also look to see if you should get a tuition fee waiver. So you do that at the same time. And as I said, you can work while you study here up to 20 hours a week. I'll just go quickly through the admission requirements because you of course need to have a bachelor, and students from India need typically a 4-year bachelor. And if you have this 4-year bachelor, typically you would have the access to get access to our engineering and computer science program. Typically, there's a specific admission requirements within our master's programs that you have to look at to have some specific courses. And of course, you need to have an English language requirement test, so a TOEFL or an IELTS, but no GMAT or CV or recommendations from your former employer. It's strictly your academic credentials and the courses you did on your bachelor's we look at. So it makes it easy in a way, but also perhaps more difficult because you need to find the right fit. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask us. So right now we actually have our application open here at Aarhus University. It's open from the 1st of November and you have to apply before 15th of January. And for engineering programs, you can actually apply to join us during the winter. And then the application deadline is 15th of September. The annual tuition fee is 14,800 and you need to pay for 1 semester when you start. And there's also a small application fee of €100 where you can apply for 3 study programs. Here's a lot of contact details, among others, my private email. Please reach out. You can book a 15-minute talk if you like to. We have a lot of students you can chat to. And we also have a newsletter where we can, if you sign up, you will get deadlines and more information about Aarhus University, things to remember. So don't hesitate to sign up. And then, as I said, I have Anitha with me today. And I've just put in this QR code for our Aarhus University WhatsApp group that you can join. You can join it now. And during this session, you can chat with Anitha, but you can also join it later on if you have a question or you just want to get some more information on Aarhus University. But Anitha, just before we end our Aarhus University session, I was just wondering if you could just share a few words on what you thought was challenging you've been here now for 2 months, and what you think has been a positive experience so far.
Thank you, Sarah. Can you hear me? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So as a student, having arrived in August, I think one of the most important challenges for me was to kind of getting around. And since Denmark has a very good public transport system, expenses, finances was the biggest thing for me, but then getting a cycle around, and for any commuting, cycle works best in Aarhus. That was one thing. And in terms of positive things, I think being new to the place, there were a lot of formalities that I had to complete, like, for example, getting the resident permit, getting the health insurance, which is one of the biggest plus you will get coming to Denmark, because as a student of Aarhus University coming to Denmark, you're covered under the Danish healthcare system. All of this was very well facilitated by the International Center for me, and there are so many events that were organized in the first 2 weeks by the university, the intro days and the introduction week, by academic introduction week, intro days, which is like a more informal event, kind of got me in touch with a lot of several other international students. And the academic introduction week was excellent to introduce us to the program very smoothly. And I think it's been very good so far. And as you see, I'm Sarah's student assistant. Getting a job, you just need to keep looking for it. And once you're here, that's another very big plus point in Denmark, that you can work up to 20 hours per week. I have the student assistant job, which is wonderful, working in the international office and giving me the kind of exposure and getting to meet new people, working in a foreign environment adds to my experience and, of course, CV. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anitha, and we are very happy to have you here. And I think we used up our 10 minutes, but as you can see, join the WhatsApp group if you want to chat with Anitha, or you can also chat to her in the chat if you have any questions directed to her, and Anitha will also share the link there, and don't hesitate to reach out. So I hope you have a great event, Christabel, and thank you so much for having Aarhus University with you today.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Anitha. We were very happy to have both of you today with us, and I hope there are a lot of interesting questions and queries that come to you, and maybe more students come and be part of your WhatsApp group. We hope to be able to positively contribute to your recruitment efforts. Thank you both very much.